With low input costs, sesame should be a profitable supplemental crop to plant on marginal ground.
A loss of production in Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas led a developer, processor, and marketer of sesame to approach farmers in other states, including Arkansas, to help fill the void. Some 40 farmers, located primarily in northeast Arkansas, planted around 14,000 acres of sesame in 2013 for Sesico Corporation of Austin, Texas. Most individual plots were 250 to 300 acres. Some 10 farmers in Craighead County grew approximately 3,000 acres, and one of them was Mark Wimpy of Valley View, south of Jonesboro.
It will double crop well with wheat. That was one of the advantages they told us. But most every farm anywhere has a few hundred acres that are marginal ground. They have trouble irrigating, or it's high ground they can't irrigate at all. I think that's where sesame is going to be a perfect fit on the marginal ground that you just can't turn a profit with any crop. I think this has a potential to turn those non-productive acres into a profitable part of your farm.
Sesame has a production cost of only $70 to $80 per acre, compared to more than $500 per acre for rice. One reason is that it only requires about 60 units of nitrogen fertilizer. Sesame seeds are highly nutritious, containing 60% oil and 25% protein. They're consumed in a variety of ways and may be added to soups, as a garnish on salads, and are commonly found on breads, buns, and crackers.
They have told us that if this works in our area and enough acres get put into production and we do it consistently, they're looking at putting a processing plant here, because right now the only one is in Enid, Oklahoma, and that's pretty far travel to haul this sesame seed that far. So I think there'll be one somewhere in the northeast Arkansas or Missouri or Mississippi, somewhere in this area. I think there will be one in the future if enough acres to justify it.
I would think that if it turns out to fit into these guys' operations, I do think that our acres will increase. And you know, we had some problems with the planting on the double crop part, but I think that when we get those things worked out, that we'll have a lot more acres of it. I really do. We have some ground that's not really suitable, you know, for soybeans and even wheat. You know, and so this will fit in real nicely with some of our lower productive ground and give that ground an opportunity to make some money.
Despite the less than optimum growing conditions, the early crop was yielding 1,000 to 1,400 pounds per acre at a contract price of 42 to 45 cents per pound. Growers had to make minor modifications to their combines to harvest the crop, and most waited until after the soybean harvest was complete. Because of that, a few farmers were still cutting sesame in December. They're hopeful 2014 will provide better growing conditions and yields.